A new episode starts now. And this episode is now a part of the National Black God Podcast Network on the MBG Podcast Network. Please go ahead and check out all the other podcasts on that network, as well as you can check out the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasts at. And please leave a comment, leave a review. Tell us what's up. Tell us what you think of the episode. And by the way, happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there checking this episode out. But ladies and gentlemen, for this Thanksgiving episode, we got a new podcaster joining me from the Sunshine State. There are two Sunshine States. There's Florida and then there's California. She in LA, ladies and gentlemen. It's your girl, Kenya. How you doing, Kenya? And welcome to Liquor Talk.
Thank you. I am doing well. Yes, it is sunny out here, but it is also windy. So you just never know in California, but you're going to always bring the sun. Yes.
Yes, we live in we got two of the states, Florida and California, where you're going to get a whole bunch of sun.
Yes. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm getting back on the mic, doing what I love to do. I'm feeling good. So, hey, got the drink on, ready to give the people another great grown folks conversation. But let's talk about you, though. So talk about your podcast, because you just started it. So talk to me a little bit about that experience.
Oh my goodness. Listen, let me tell you, I fought it for so long because I ultimately want a talk show. And I've been doing this thing since 2016, before a podcast was even a podcast of the podcast, right? And so when podcasts start coming out, everybody's like, where's your podcast? I'm like, I don't want to do podcasts. I had to get over myself and give my people what they want. So, yes, it is called the Keepsake Korner because it's your girl Kenya's Keepsake. And it's just strictly unfiltered interviews, discussion. I don't even want to call them interviews because that sounds way too formal. It's just real discussions with men. I only talk to men. And it's just because, we want to hear men's perspective uninterrupted. We know that people always say, oh my God, the women don't listen and they just do all of this and all of that. So I said, you know what? I'm going to give the men a safe space to be who they are and say exactly what they want to say uninterrupted. So that is the Keepsake Corner, and it drops every Saturday at 12 p.m. PST. Look, I got to make sure we got PST.
And for my East Coast files, that's 3:00 in our time. But yeah. So what was the motivation behind starting a podcast? Your podcast is because the people are just asking for it, or was this something you've been wanting to do for years?
No, it's the podcast. See, I'm one of those things where I have to do my research. I don't speak on nothing that your girl don't know because I don't give false information. So I was trying to get the difference between the podcast, the talk show, the radio show, like all these different things before I actually went into the actual podcast world, right? And so I was doing the videos and I was talking, and I hold monthly mixers out here in Los Angeles, California, where it's called the Battle of Perspectives, where it's men and women, they come together, relationships, situationships, married, whoever you are. And again, we just throw out the perspectives. So here's where the other part of the motivation come from. Again, at my mixers, my fellas would be talking and the women be like, you know what I mean? And that was one of my, because I have a panel. One of my guys was like, I don't want to be on the panel no more. Y'all don't let me talk. So I said, you know what? We're not gonna do that. I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna give my fellas their space, because the women really do want to listen, but it's just, women, we get anxious and antsy when we in the face. But I feel if you're listening to it via podcast in your car driving, you talk to yourself with the but you hear them fellas though.
Yes. See, the problem is y'all hear us, some women, not you, outside of you, but some women, they hear us, it go in one ear and out the other. Another thing I've noticed is they listen to respond and not to comprehend. And I'm glad you got the platform, because ladies, y'all need to comprehend us just like we got to comprehend y'all. We got to comprehend and understand where we're coming from, because or else we're going to be having these toxic discussions.
Yes, I'm glad you used the word understanding, because For everybody that know your girl, that is one word that I reiterate all the time. And I say, bring that word back. I do not like buzzwords. I do not like all these words that are thrown out there because they're misdefined. And once one person say it, people run with it. So I always bring it back. But what I say is that, the buzzword, oh my God, standards, expectations, emotional intelligence. No, we need to start using the word understanding. Understanding over and over. Oh my God, SK, what I need from you. I'm always sing a song. I'm always sing a song. But understanding, because that's exactly what it's about. Whether you're listening, whether you're hearing, whether you're defensive, whether you're offensive, you know what I'm saying? You need to understand what the situation is in that moment. Glad you
I
met that
felt
up.
that.
Yeah.
Yes, I felt that.
Sip on
So
that one
ultimately,
too.
go ahead, sip on it. What do you want from podcasting? What's your end goal in all this?
Oh, my end goal is just for the people to get it. I'm always about impact. I want to be impactful. What I want is for, honestly, you know what? Outside of the viewers, I want my fellas to come in here and feel something. Every time they walked out of my studio, they was like, you know what? I'm glad I was talking about that because they were holding those experiences in that they shared and they ain't ready to come back. They like, when is the next time? And we had to keep rolling into other episodes because it's the feeling that you're feeling heard, right? And so because I'm here and I'm listening, and they doing what they want. They were drinking, smoking, straight West Coast, and whatever you feel up in here. You know what I mean? And so for me, I want my fellas first to be able to have that safe space and to be able to go and tell the fellas at the barber shop or on the basketball court, like, yo, you should come on into the Keepsake corner and get that off your chest, right? So then on my viewer side, I wanted to reach beyond LA. I wanted to reach beyond intimate relationships because I'm a relationship coach, but everybody get like, oh my God, relationship. Like, no, not just intimate relationship. I do all kind of relationships, parental relationships, siblings. I deal with friendships, all kind of relationships. So I want everybody out there to hear what most people don't really talk about because they're not comfortable talking about it. So that's my goal for this podcast.
That's real, and I'm glad you mentioned that you're a relationship coach and a parental relationships coach and stuff because this is Thanksgiving week, and of course we're gonna have all the conversations, and you're gonna
Hmm.
have the forced awkwardness because you got people that are beefing in the family. So, what's your thoughts on that, or
Ooh.
why people still come together with people that they just don't fuck with?
Hmm. Look, I'm gonna tell you, I'm glad we are talking about this because actually, I do a series called Keepsake for Crisis during the holidays because everybody ain't ready. I do them in two parts. I do them in November for Thanksgiving, and then I do it in December for Christmas because I love the holidays. But again, everybody ain't ready for these reasons. And I'm gonna go back. Look, your girl give her personal story too on the flip side of the
Mm-hmm.
relationship call because woo, let me tell you, I'm going through that right now. You feel me? So I grew up in a loving two-parent home, but my parents are now divorced. They were together 30 years. It was great. I mean, me and my brother had a loving and a great life. But my dad is now in another relationship and having to decide which year we gonna do it at what house and if we're gonna do it here. Now I host holidays. I host Thanksgiving and Christmas every year in my house. Me and my daughter, my daughter is 21. She'll be 22 in a week. Woo, child. But we host Thanksgiving here. But when I tell you we have to do it in shifts, make sure mama come at this time, tell her it's over at this time, and then this time, and then I got Granny on the phone talking about she ain't coming because she heard so and so was coming, and then so and so got to send it. Look, these are the things that happen in these black homes. Y'all know. Y'all already
That is
know.
true.
Y'all already know.
That is true.
So
That is so true.
what I advise and what I tell everybody too is just start with again, whatever you're comfortable with. No one forces you to do something. So many people have a chokehold on family ties, and that's my mama, and this and that, and traditions and things like that. But because mental health is so real right now, and emotions are so real, and crashing out is so real, that's another buzzword that's happening out right now. It would be better for you to have your own boundaries. And I'm not saying don't show up. I'm just saying if you give yourself a time, like, look, I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna do this 2 hours right here, I'm gonna get this plate, and I'm gonna go on and stick to it, right? Or,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't want to, here's the other thing, if you don't want to invite nobody to your home for Thanksgiving, you don't have to invite nobody to your home for Thanksgiving. I don't
Mm-hmm.
care which family member. I don't care if it's the patriarch, the matriarch, from the one that's washing the dishes after that, snapping the peas. You do not have to invite any. If you are hosting, let me tell you that if you are hosting, you do not have to invite nobody that you do not want in your home. I'm gonna sip on that one
Yes.
because I can keep going. I can keep going.
Yes, I definitely agree with that. And also to pick back up where you were talking, if you're hosting, make sure that the food is good, and
Ooh,
also make sure that you know who don't fuck with who. So don't be trying to invite some. So
exactly.
tell everybody who's gonna be there, because us black people, we're gonna ask who all gonna be over there,
We're
and
gonna
that's gonna
ask.
determine. We
Mm-hmm.
already know that, and that's more than likely going to determine who's gonna be
Yes.
there. So if you can't be cordial for Thanksgiving, then don't show
Mm-mm.
up. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's why I haven't been to a family Thanksgiving in a little minute, because I know I got cousins that hate on the
Mm-hmm.
podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and this year I'm feeling like I want the smoke. So motherfucker, talk
You
shit about my podcast if you want to.
okay?
Mm-mm. I'm not
Mm,
having it this year. So
right.
and but so this year I'll probably be at a Friendsgiving, because some of the friends that hit me up were like, "Hey, we're doing a little Friendsgiving." So hey,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'd rather be at the Friendsgiving than the family
Yes.
Thanksgiving. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know, because I feel like the
It's a lot.
Friendsgivings we turn up a little bit more.
Yes, and not only that, at the Friendsgiving, hold on, at the Friendsgiving, you there just to turn up. For some reason, family feel like they there for some other type of reason, and it's like, why we can't just turn up? You know what I mean? And it's always, we leave this group in the house. This group outside again, drinking, smoking, domino, straight West Coasting,
Uh huh.
talking about the people that's inside the house, right? Look, it's one of them things where we be looking because you don't know if somebody by the screen door and you talking mess, you just like, hold on in there. You don't want to have
Yeah,
to go through all that, y'all. You don't want to
you
have to
really
do
don't.
it.
You
No,
really don't,
and
because everybody
especially,
be yeah. But
I was gonna say,
everybody.
especially if they
Uh huh.
traveling,
Ooh, those be the
right?
worst.
It's
Those be the worst.
Bro, you could have stayed out there. You could have stayed out where you came from. You came to travel near, far, just to do all of that. Mm-mm.
You
Mm-mm.
done booked a flight on, and then you done went through the airport.
Mm-mm.
You know how tough it is to get through TSA and stuff, and you
You
done did
done
all
packed.
that.
Wait, they packed with an attitude. Okay, they
Uh
packed with the
huh.
smoke, right? They packed with it ready. You know what I mean? Those are, and then hold on, because let me say, people from since we here on Thanksgiving, let's talk about the people that is from out of town or down south that come here and think that we can't cook and ain't none of our food good. I know y'all got some of those in there. That's my auntie, boy. But good thing my daughter and I know how to cook because we done been around her. But boy, that's my auntie. She in there as soon as she land, come out the plane. Where the grocery store? You got this? How many cans of this you got? You got what? Oh, that brand? Niecy, Hold on. You canning that? Oh, I'm like, you know what, auntie? Whatever, because everybody think
Damn.
my food delicious, you know?
Yeah, I noticed that too. You got some of the family members that they come in there, they put themselves to work. Like, hell no, relax, just enjoy the
Relax.
vibes. You did not get on a
Yes.
goddamn flight, or you didn't
Mm-hmm.
drive no 3 hours to get in the kitchen and
Mm-hmm.
start cooking. Now, if we're at
Mm-hmm.
your house, cook, turn up. But if
Mm-hmm.
you traveling, what the fuck you cooking for?
That's what I'm saying. Oh, but then I wanted to bring up because you brought up bringing people around, because I talked about that in one of my sessions too, bringing or not to bring them around. But so I'm gonna ask you a question because I'm curious, right? I'm curious. We're talking about bringing people around, so we're talking about the dating phase, the talking, right? All of that good
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Like, so I mean, and I'm asking you. I know the question. I mean, I know the answer because I talk about it all the time. But like, when do you think it's a cool time to bring around for Thanksgiving, other holidays? Well, of course, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, but I'm like a Halloween party, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Something about Thanksgiving and Christmas, though. So, what determines that for you?
Well, since you put me on the spot, I feel
Yes.
like this. I feel like we have to be together for like a year or something like that, or if we've
Mm-hmm.
gone through some things, because not everybody can handle
Mm,
adversity. That's the one thing
mm,
I've learned in relationships. Like, you want to see
mm.
how a person really feels about you, go through some shit with them, because
Go.
that we done been through some shit and we done made it out and we love each other,
Mm-hmm.
and hey, I'm with it, but I ain't bring
Mm-hmm.
you around because I ain't gonna have my family members asking, "Oh, where's so and so at?"
Mm-hmm.
or "How's that person
Mm-hmm.
doing?" No, we're not about to play the game of name this person. If we all, because
Mm-hmm.
family members, they be taking photos, right? And
Man,
they will pull
listen.
up that photo and be like,
Yep.
"Who's this person?" And you're like,
Hmm.
"Who?"
Right. And not only that, what if you got another one the next Thanksgiving that come around? Now it's a comparing thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many of y'all been in that situation. Now it's a comparing thing. And it's like, oh, I didn't like the last one, but I like this one right here. Or I don't like this one. Where's the last one at? Like, it's always
Yes.
go, ooh,
And see, and
mm-mm.
this is the reason why I haven't really brought anybody around my mom, because my mom's known for that. She'll probably be asking now. Oh, and also, I don't know if they do it out there, but there are some people, they still keep in touch with their mama. I'm like, why are you still keeping in touch with your ex's mama?
Yeah,
Why?
my mom is the ultimate mom. Like, my mom is the one. I'm sitting there like, it's a running joke of memory. I was in high school at this point where I had moved on from my ex, and he came over and he was there, and my new boyfriend came to pick me up. It's just like, he was there for my mama. He just wants to talk to my mama. But no, my mama is that mama. She loves everybody. She is still everybody is her son. Oh my God. I'll be like, Mama,
Mm.
she want everybody phone number. I'll be like, nah, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. And then she tried to get it real slick, like, oh, it's his birthday, huh? Let me text him. What's that? Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm,
Your mama on
mm-mm.
that kind of time?
Yes,
Damn.
that's my mama. I mean, she's lovable, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. He gone. Go on, mama. We got to move on. But also, because I don't, of course, if it was a bad situation, that's the other thing. I don't break up very top. That's why I created my company, as actually, is because I believe in just walking away peacefully and not having collateral damage. So I don't burn bridges. I just cross them. That's one of my favorite things to say. So again, that's why my mom, because other talking about black mamas, if I would have told my mama if it was a bad breakup or something, my mom be like, where he at? Like, oh no. So no, my mom, she just because it's just not bad. But I need him to go. If I'm going, you going too, mama. Come on.
Hell yeah, and that's for that exact reason, Mom. If you
Mhm.
listen to this, that's why I haven't brought nobody around you, because you might still be asking me about so and so. Like, you might still be asking me how so and
Mhm.
so doing, or that you might be trying to know you are not keeping in touch with them unless you see a ring on their hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And not only that, though, let's talk about on the flip side, though, because I've been on the end where I'm the one that all the moms love and I'm the ex. And it gets a little uncomfortable on my end, too, because I'm like, they got the new wives or the new girlfriends, and I come around and I'm like, I don't, and then the mom's loving on me, the whole family loving on me, and I'm like, oh, now the ex, or I mean, now the new girlfriend and the wife got beef with me, and I don't want no problems. I love everybody. Trust me, I don't want him. That's why you got him, girl. I just love the family. So it's us folks, y'all. Ooh, it's
It
the
really
folks.
is.
It's us
It's
folks.
crazy, and more power to you, because see, because I've had exes. They said their family to call me. Hey, my dad asked about you. He wants you to come over. I'm like, I'm not dealing with you. No. When I break up with you, I break up with everybody. One band, one sound. The whole bloodline got to go. We don't do
Yeah.
that shit.
You know what? Now that you say it like that, I'm like, oh, I can see where my mom get it from then. Because I'm like, no, I like some of the family members. I mean, I'm the type, if I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. It really doesn't have to do with the attachment. Now, let me back up. Let me back up. Because you know what? Now, because I'm going to tell you, again, I be having my own light bulb moments and I like to share it with y'all too. That's not true. I did that in high school and I really felt bad about it. And I think that I never done it after that. Yes, I abandoned, and that's what I'm going to say, his little sister, because I was so done with him, and me and his little sister was tight. So now that I'm thinking about it, that's probably why I don't do it. I still want to be a part of the family, but it's uncomfortable
Mm.
sometimes. Oh, look, damned if we do, damned if we don't. Oh my God, it's us
Yeah,
folks.
it
It's us
really.
folks.
Listen, I know it's damned if we do, damned if we don't. So my train of thought is, I'm gonna do what the fuck makes me feel comfortable. If I get close to somebody in your family and we tight, I'll still rock with you from a distance. But I ain't coming to no
Yeah,
family cookouts because
right, right, right.
I ain't gonna have my ex side eyeing me like,
Mhm.
no motherfucker, you dumped
Yes.
me. So hey, it is what it is.
Now, let me tell you, you are right. After I got so uncomfortable going to so many different ones, I will not go to them anymore. But let me tell you this story. My daughter's father, this is my daughter's father. I was dropping the baby off at the function. He wasn't there, and again, the family loves me and they like, you want to play? Of course I do. I'm going to always want to play, right? But I had a nail appointment, so I had no plans to stay anyway. Let me tell y'all, I'm there, I'm eating, I'm catching up. His uncle says, here's the phone. I get on the phone, I say, hello. He's like, you wasn't invited. You wasn't supposed to stay. Excuse me? I got the uncle the phone. I said, my nails gonna have to wait because don't challenge me. See, I'm like you. I wanted to smoke. I wanted to smoke that day. This was years ago. Your girl has elevated. This was years ago. But I'm saying I wanted to smoke that day because what? Oh, now I'm staying. I'll be late because don't challenge me again. If I didn't have mm-mm. So see, do what's gonna make you comfortable. Because in that moment, I said, Tuh. See, but that was years ago, y'all. Your girl elevated now. Your girl elevated.
See, I'm glad you elevated. No, actually, I have to agree with you because let woman try me. Like, what are you doing here, motherfucker? Your family like me, motherfucker. And hey, now you get to see the greatness that walked out of your life. Hey, because you just want to challenge me. So hey, I'm with that.
And I have your kid. Like I was dropping off your kid. It wasn't like I was just a random like ex-girlfriend coming in there. Like I was dropping off your kid. Ooh, child, that's a whole nother story. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Liquor Talk, grown folks conversation with some liquor. The more you
Yes.
drink, I sound a whole lot better with every shot, ladies and
Come
gentlemen.
on now.
So tell me, Kenya, so what's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Ooh, they have now turkey wings. Like the turkey
Oh,
wings now. Because
mm.
I don't, that dry turkey, I was always the one that ran in honey baked ham. Y'all have honey baked ham out there?
Yeah, we do.
All
Yeah.
right. I was one of those that stayed in line like they was Jordans because I wanted that honey baked ham with the glaze on it while everybody else wanted turkey. But then I learned how to make my own honey baked ham and glaze. So now it's turkey wings.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. You know what? I need people to start making some turkey wings because the
Yes.
turkey be so damn dry. Like, and
Dry.
I'll be like, "What the fuck are y'all doing?" In my years of living, I've only had one turkey that was not dry, and that was from a friend of mine back in college. Somebody in the
Okay.
Caribbean made the turkey. Other than that,
Uh,
every time I done went to somebody's house, that damn or a family member's house, that damn
mhm.
turkey is so freaking dry. And when my uncle started, oh, I'm deep frying it, motherfucker, this damn turkey is still dry.
It's
Fry it
still
deep, or
dry.
if you throw it in the oven, it's still dry.
And somebody lying because I be seeing on TV where they basting, and you see where it be the juice and they basting.
Yeah,
We're not basting that. Somebody lying. Somebody lying
I
because I
need
don't
y'all
see
to
no juicing from the basting.
I don't see it either. I'm like, I need y'all to inject that motherfucker, pump that motherfucker up, shit, because that
Dip
turkey be so dry.
Smack it up in there and all of that because it's still dry.
Yeah, but I feel you on that honey baked ham though, because I know for years I know some families they will always go get the honey baked ham, but then they learned how to make it, and for some reason that ham be busting. It's for some reason when you make it in your kitchen compared
Yeah.
to honey baked ham, it's better in your kitchen.
Yes, yes, it is. And it's cheaper too, right? Because even though we used to stand in that line, used to wait for those coupons, they still be hitting like 70, $100 for that. You go get your ham. I think Costco got them for about 20 something dollars. Get it in
Yeah.
there. Good times.
Yes.
I'm watering.
Yes,
What's
I
your favorite
feel it.
side?
Ooh, my favorite side. I have to. Ooh, that's a good one. Now, if it's made right, I gotta go with the mac and cheese because some black
Ah,
folks with that mac and cheese be busting, the
it's
noodles be
good.
seasoned, everything be right.
Mm.
Even though you go to some houses, they be dry as hell. I'm like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Put some
Like, I
love in
don't
that goddamn
understand.
food.
Listen, my brother and my daughter, mac and cheese monsters. I mean, they will take their whole plate will be mac and cheese, and then you know how people got second plates with different stuff? No, 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 no. Their one whole plate will be mac and cheese, and then they leave the other plate for the other stuff. They love mac and cheese, so it's insane. But my daughter, she makes hers. But here's the thing: I make mine with Velveeta cheese. It's it. Like my mac and cheese is where it's at. But I make it with Velveeta, and my daughter's not a fan, so we always make two different macs and cheese in the Thanksgiving because she make it her way. I make it with both of them is where it's at. And then my brother, he got both of them on his plate. He don't care who made it. So I get it. I get it.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yes.
That I mean, she should learn from you. So I'm like, but
Mm-mm.
hey, I guess teach his own, right?
Yes, you know what? During the pandemic, and even when she was younger, we was hooked on HGTV. HGTV, like me and my daughter are very close, and we watch a lot of Criminal Minds, and HGTV was our thing that we would watch all day. So yeah, she got her own, thing. So for an example, with the desserts, I'm a banana pudding maker. I'm gonna make the whole house a banana pudding.
Are you gonna?
She peach
Side
cobbler all
note:
day.
are you one of these people with the banana pudding that don't put a damn banana in it?
I got layers. I layer the bananas and I layer the cookies. I even
Yes.
crumble up the cookies for the layers at the end. Let me tell you, I use the Chessman cookies. Yep, I do.
Oh yes. Because
I
I
use
don't
the
know why
Chessman.
some black people love making
Mm-hmm.
banana pudding, but there's no banana in it. Motherfucker, put the
Mm-hmm.
damn banana in it. It's called
Mm-hmm.
banana pudding, man, for a reason.
Banana pudding. Yes, not what banana flavored pudding. That are
Now,
banana cookies. I don't know, but no, I layer
yeah.
that bad boy, and I eat bananas while I'm making it. And my daughter's children too. But yeah, she is the peach cobbler girl. Oh my God. But yes, so yeah, she picked it up on her own.
Man. Which reminds, there's a restaurant called the Peach Cobbler Factory. I gotta try that shit though, because they be having all of them.
Mm,
So
mm,
Peach Cobbler Factory, if y'all listen to this, I need some coins because I'm giving y'all promotion
yes,
here. I ain't never
right.
been there
Come
before,
on.
but what's something that what's a dessert you don't like?
I do not like. Oh, German chocolate cake. Only because I don't like the coconuts.
Um,
I know that
eh,
was far-fetched though, but yeah, if I had to think about it, German chocolate cake. Mm-mm.
yeah, German chocolate cake's
Mm,
alright, but I don't like the
mm.
pumpkin pie. Like, no, give me sweet potato
Oh.
pie all the time. And shout out to the people that be making sweet potato cheesecake.
So I was gonna say, I'm a cheesecake girl. All day, give me all the flavors of the cheesecake. I love a cheesecake, but I also like the pound cake, like the Seven Up and the pound cakes that people be making with what you don't like. I can't tell the difference between Seven Up cake and then the pound cake. I think the Seven Up cake a little light skin, and then the pound cake maybe a little. I don't know, but I like those. But you know what? You mentioned pie. I'm not a pie person. Mm-mm.
Mm. Oh,
Mm.
Oh, so I guess somebody if
Mm.
they I guess if people want the sweet
Mm.
potato pie, they gotta bring it.
Yes, they have to. Yeah, no, ain't no pies popping off in here. No pies. I remember that one time when the patty pies was popping off and my daddy brought one in here. It was cool, but see, here's the thing. I'm not a pie person, so I didn't have nothing to rave about. You know what I mean? Like everybody, ooh, patty pie, patty pie. I'm like, I don't really know because I'm not a pie person.
I remember Patty Pies had everybody going crazy. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
man, if y'all don't stop supporting the corporation, because Patty is only getting a portion of that money, ain't like it's going to her directly. It's the
Exactly.
corporation that's using her name. So, and
And she
she
ain't in
probably
there
gave them.
making that one pie.
She damn sure not. I remember that thing. The one I had got, it was kind of spicy, but I'm like, I think somebody
Mm.
messed it up on them. So, because I think
Mm.
actual Patty would,
Mm-mm.
nah.
Mm-mm. Oh no. Oh, crazy.
Yeah, yeah, that's so crazy. But what's something else about Thanksgiving you love? Because I know
Mm.
some people that are football fans that they gonna want to sit up and watch
Mm.
football.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we gotta
Mm-hmm.
watch the Cowboys this year. I'm like, come on,
Yeah.
man.
That's my brother's team. That's my brother's team. It's I've always been family oriented. Again, I am, let me see, it's only my brother and I grew up in a loving two-parent home, but my dad is the baby of 10 and my mom is the oldest of six. So I have a plethora of cousins and uncles and where I grew up in. So always just getting them together. And it's always been at my place, no matter what, if I was in an apartment or now I'm in a home. I've always just tried to get everybody together. Like I said, of course, it's always it. And here there are have you been years where some people have missed it for that reason because I had my boundaries. And then if you were cool, like you can come back next year. You know what I mean? But like this year, it's at my dad's house, so it got kind of tricky because my mom can't come to my dad's house. You know what I mean? But I didn't want to host at my house because my daughter works the day before and after and she's out of state, so she has to go back. So blah blah blah. So these are the type of decisions that I want everybody to know that it's okay to make because again, God willing, you're gonna have another year, right? So if you
Hmm.
have to make those decisions, and again, it's simple as making decisions as who house is gonna be at, and like I said, fortunately, unfortunately, it's at my dad's house, and so my mom will have to either see her later or not. But then next year it might be somewhere where we all come back together. So boundaries are cool. And again, I'm not saying my mama will feel some kind of way. I know, I know, but hey, hey, hey,
Yeah. Yes,
we're here.
Yes, we definitely got to enforce boundaries. Hey, that's why it's because of boundaries, which is why I haven't been to a family Thanksgiving in a minute. So if
Mm-hmm,
anybody in my
mm-hmm.
family is listening, you motherfuckers violated my boundaries. So that's why
Yes,
I'm like, and I want to keep my peace. I don't need y'all the first
exactly.
thing to say, or bring up my issues, or try to get all in my business. Or like, when you gonna bring a girl around, motherfucker, that doesn't matter. Or how
It
much
don't
weight you
matter.
gained, it don't matter. I'm still alive, ain't I? So shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm. Right. And not only that's why I said Friendsgiving the more turned up because you're there for a purpose. Like I don't know why family feel like that is the time to dish the do. Like when did Thanksgiving or any holiday became the time to dish the do? You know what? It's the movies. It's the movies. Have you noticed that all those black movies that's in the holidays, all that ish start around that dinner table?
Yes, it is.
Mm-mm.
That is some ish. They be trying to figure out who made what and who made the potato salad, all the
Mm-hmm.
clapbacks and stuff. And
And
another
who
thing
slept
about
with
the
who?
yup. And another thing, I'm not about to take the family disrespect because I want to clap back and
Right, right, right,
because
right.
you got some of them elders in your family who they
Mm-hmm,
are just
mm-hmm,
disrespectful. You kind of got to take it. No, fuck that. This motherfucker ain't
mm-hmm,
paying my bills. Why am I getting
mm-hmm.
disrespected by you? The fuck have you done for me
And
lately?
and at the end of the day, they are not there to make you feel better. They are not there to pay your bills. They are not there to guide you in any way, but in a way that you don't want to be there. And that's when you know that you don't have to take any of that from an elder, from a baby, or from anybody else, y'all. And that's what I want people to understand too when it comes to family. It doesn't matter because everyone has a different personality. No one is going to treat you the way that you treat yourself. And everybody feels entitled for some reason these days. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
so they're going to project that on you. And you don't have to take that because you are the one that go to sleep at night by yourself. Or if you're in bed with somebody else, but you still go to sleep by yourself. You know
For
what I'm saying?
real.
What's your own feelings? And while they over there still feeling whatever way that they feel, and they're not thinking twice about how they made you feel. Y'all don't have to
For
take
real.
that.
Yes. And another thing I will say, family members, people, y'all need to heal from shit that happened 20, 30 years ago.
We
Go seek
do.
therapy. Don't be trying to take it out on somebody because there's a lot
Mm-mm.
of people in the family. I look at them like, you hurting about something. That's why you're lashing out at me or you're lashing out
Yes.
at whoever comes around. Because I don't know if you noticed that in your family as well. You got certain family members who always got something to say, always something negative to say. Can't
Mm-hmm.
just simply be happy. Motherfucker, shut the fuck up and be happy. You see your goddamn family.
Exactly. And so that's why. So I help individuals unlearn and relearn relationship skills through healing and self discovery because that's what you have to do. Everybody's going through what they learned in their households, what they saw their parents or non parents do, or their environments and everything else. And they're trying to take it into what's happening today. And you can't do that because what happens is that you meet somebody else who grew up a certain way or is unhealed and it becomes a whole problem because y'all not understanding each other, right? So here's the thing about what you're saying, because I watched your other podcast where you did talk about how Black people need to stop talking about family members because
Mm-hmm.
a year ago today, what month are we in? Maybe a year ago, I was 190 pounds. And when I tell you, when I lost this weight, I was sick. I was on drugs. I was smoking a glass dick. Oh my God, you need to stop losing weight. I was everything except for are you okay? Or are you healthy? I was all of that. And this came from the majority of my family members. So coming to your
Mm-hmm.
elders, when you say that, I had a barbecue 4th of July here and I hadn't seen my granny in so long. And the first thing granny says, oh, you need to stop losing so much weight. I said, oh, hey, Granny, you need to stop talking to me like that. She was like, no, I'm serious. I said, and I am too. And then I walked off because
Mm.
that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. I said, don't talk to me about my weight no more.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah.
it because what that's the first thing you gonna say to me? And I ain't them your granddaughter. I talked to you over the phone, but I haven't seen you, ma'am. And I get that might be the last time I saw you, I was heavier. But hello, because you can go back
Hell
in that
yeah.
car.
For
Okay.
real. And you know what? I'll give my grandmother this. She done loosened up because it's like,
Mm-hmm.
because it's like they realize, some elders, they realize this is why
Mm-hmm.
so and so ain't come to see me because I always got something negative to say. And some of them, they
Boom.
realize that and then they make the effort to change. But then you got those other ones that they always got something to
Right.
say. And there's this one certain
Exactly.
aunt now. Now everybody in the family, they were over that certain aunt's cleanup because Florida got hit with a hurricane in
Mm-hmm.
October, and everybody
Right.
was over there and stuff. They're like, "Oh, why don't you go over there?" No, because that motherfucker's gonna say something negative to me, and I'm not gonna be in the mood. I'm just gonna
Mm-hmm.
let it rip. I'm gonna start some shit and
Mm-hmm.
not give one fuck because this son ain't paying my bills. This ain't doing nothing for me. So,
Mm-hmm.
and if I snap, everybody's gonna make me the bad guy. And another thing I've
Mm-hmm.
learned, you gotta be okay with being the bad guy.
Yes, you do. You have to be okay with not showing up and not being the one that's there and being the one that's going to be talked about. And let me tell you guys too, don't worry about what they're saying behind your back or when you're not there because A, you're never going to know, and B, you can't do anything about it. So don't even worry because I know it's difficult to be like, oh my God, like I'm not showing up. I know they talking about me. I wonder who's saying this. I wonder who's saying that. Nah, you didn't show up. Keep your peace. Do what you want to do. You know what I mean? Because like you said, people should really look at themselves and ask those type of questions when they're like, oh, why isn't this person here? Is it because this? Is it no? Why isn't this person here? Why this person don't always show up? And then somebody needs to be like, it's because you always, you know what I mean? Like that is
You know
what they
what?
need to start talking about.
And it got to be a person that you're comfortable taking tough love from.
Yes.
It got to be, because not everybody you can take tough love from. You can't take that
Mm-mm.
from everybody. It's certain number of
Mm-mm.
individuals that will tell you something. They know they love you, and they gonna get you right. But some
Mm-hmm.
individuals, they just mess with it.
Yes, and some individuals that is just them. And hold on, let's not skip over the fact that it's like you said, it's the healing that they need to do themselves, but it's also the insecurities with themselves. It's the insecurities.
Oh,
I have an aunt that is big, and I have a cousin that is small, and she calls that cousin fat. Like what?
what?
like,
Like what?
like, no, you the fat one. It's you, fat fat. Like, leave my cousin alone, you fat fat. Like, can that be the other thing too? Let's talk about the cousins that be protecting, or the family members that also want to protect too. That's the other thing that you got to do, because you have some family members like, hey, don't mess with my cousin. Like, you be like, hey, like that one right there, like don't. Like, I don't play about my cousin.
Hmm.
And then it gets uncomfortable there too, because now it's the whole thing. Then somebody like, that wasn't even your fight. Okay, but you ain't gonna roll up on my cousin like that. Like it's whoo
Yeah,
child.
they're being overprotective
Mm-hmm.
instead of being overprotective and trying to dip your nose into the business. How about you know what the hell is going on before you
Mm-hmm.
react? Because that's
Yeah.
sometimes because even you, as you might be protecting that cousin, but don't sit there and act like you haven't had times where you want to tell them to shut the fuck up or do something. Because come on now, no, we
But
not
that's
gonna
how
do this.
but that's how our folks are. Our folks is like, look, I can do it, but you can't. Like, I can talk about my mama, but you can't talk about my mama.
That's for we are like that too. We are definitely like that, because hey, I might
Mm-hmm.
say something about my family, but hey, but don't but no outsider gonna try anything. I wish you would.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my
Even if
God.
even if there are times they actually deserve it, but
Right. Yes, yes. But that's the thing, like you said, it's really about being honest with yourself. And that's the issue when people come around, family members, and unfortunately, they do take that opportunity to let it all out, what they've been trying, what they've been thinking about you all year, what they've been wanting to say all year, because they've been watching your whole life all year. So they've been waiting for November 25th, 26th, 28, whatever the day it falls on this year, to come and bring up everything. So I think that a lot of people, family would be very peaceful. The times would be very peaceful if people would come with their own authentic self. And like you saying, just shut up and enjoy the moment. Because if you're going
hmm
through something all year, take that day. It's Thanksgiving. If you are going through something all year, why do you still want that one Thursday to carry that with you? Take that one Thursday and just be peaceful and happy and understand that we are all still alive. And I'm not, look, this is what I tell people all the time. I mind my business because I don't want nobody in mine. Okay.
Hello.
And if everybody walked in Thanksgiving just like that, we would turn up and have fun and play dominoes and eat. Okay.
Play dominoes, play spades, yeah, all that, man. But
I don't know how to play spades. That's why I didn't say it. I know,
it's
Black. I
okay.
know. Don't come for me, dog. Let me come. No, that was my
Look.
mama game. That was my mom. I'm a domino girl. I'm dominoes.
Hey, I'm alright at dominoes, so that's why it's like, hey, it is what it is. I'm not about to be that one slamming the dominoes. Yeah,
Mm,
dominoes, motherfucker. Yeah.
I am. I am. Me and my family. Me, my dad, and my brother. So my dad has been playing my entire life. So he has trophies as tall as I am, right? So now my brother's older and I'm older now. And oh my God, my brother beat my daddy for the first time. And that was the first time we all heard him cuss. I was like, ah! I said, oh, the whole house was like, ah! He done beat my daddy. Now it's on. Now you can't tell my brother nothing. Mm-mm.
As you should. And he beat the student finally beat the teacher. I ain't gonna lie. It was like
Exactly.
that when I beat my uncle at Madden. It was like that. I'm like,
Oh.
okay, I can't. Gee, I beat my uncle at Madden. Hell yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
can't say nothing to me now.
No, right. Oh
Hey, it'd be
goodness.
fun, but hey, it is what it is. Whether it's a Thanksgiving or a Friendsgiving,
Mm-hmm.
look, it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be fun. Just be sure to have the clapbacks ready, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, have them back. Because and also too, bringing it back though, have the clapbacks ready so you can protect yourself. Look, it's not always about being defensive. Everybody likes to be like, oh, you so defensive. No, it's not about that. It is about protecting yourself. So that's why I forgot what you said earlier that made me think, oh, I teach master and conflict resolution because there's 5 styles of them. And so that goes into what you were saying. So if you're gonna, that's why you should prep your clapbacks. And look, I know it sounds crazy, y'all. I know it sounds crazy, but these is what's gonna get you through mentally and emotionally, y'all. Prep your clapbacks. I don't care. I'm one of those. I'm in the mirror. I rap. I sing. I got bars. Or if I feel like, you know what I'm saying, next time somebody say something about my weight, this is what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Like I done that sometimes because if you don't, and you know, like you said, if you in that moment, your clapback's gonna come off real hard because you bubbling. But get some effective clapbacks. You know what I'm saying? Get some in your head. I planned out some of my clapbacks about my weight loss a lot of times. You know, it was one time since I got so tired because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be open with y'all. Like it was wearing me down because I'm so lovable, I'm so this and that, and I was just like, why is everybody so focused on the fact that I lost weight? Because when I was 190 pounds, all y'all seen was butt jiggling and thighs and all that, and it was cool, but y'all didn't see that I was unhealthy, right? So now it was one time I was like, oh yeah, my mom's planning my funeral. Just let me know if you want to be on the list. You know, like because what? Like what is it? Like so
Yeah.
have your clapbacks ready. Yeah, this for your
Listen.
emotional health. Okay.
Yes, and also don't be afraid to get disrespectful because you know what? Now if you're under
They
18
not
listening to the hey, I don't care if you're under 18, over 18, listen to this. Hey, get disrespectful because you got to protect your peace at the end of the day.
and they don't care about being disrespectful. But again, me being a relationship coach, it's an effective way to be disrespectful because we don't
Oh,
want to rob. We don't want to match energies. And I say that all the time. We don't want to match energies. When you match the energy, because of where people are so defensive these days, people are so guarded and just they're ready to attack that sometimes being disrespectful and matching that energy could go somewhere where you could have, so for an example, this guy say I cut him off in the Starbucks drive-thru. Okay, I don't think I did, but whatever. He literally jumped out and like went ham on me. And at first I was like, hold on, because I don't know, he a little mental right now. So I had to like bring it back. But then at the end of the day, I was like, what if a man was in the passenger seat and he didn't know? Then he would have came out like it would have been a whole different thing. You know what I mean? So
mm-hmm.
I just feel like assess the situation. There are times where you can get respectfully disrespectful, but assess the situation. Understand, because there are some cracker. I'm not saying if you at a random liquor store and some random person come in there get disrespectful back. You don't know him. You don't know what he's capable of. You don't know that. But your little cousin TT that pushed you off the bicycle when y'all was 9 and then kissed your boyfriend at 11 and now y'all 18, get disrespectful. I'm just saying, y'all don't
Oh, damn. No,
assess
TT
the
should have got them hands.
situation.
But yes, you got to assess this situation. You
Assess
definitely got
the
to.
situation,
Got
guys.
to assess the situation. But TT, why the fuck you do all that shit, man?
Because
TT need to
TT
get them
was jealous.
hands.
That's what I'm saying. You have those family members. Look, y'all have those family members that did some. My clients, not only my clients, but I do Dear Keepsake, where people write in anonymous letters and they ask me, they tell me their situations, and I answer them for them online. And boy, these family members, baby, some of them just disrespectful in their own right when it comes to and I'm talking specifically about women because these are the letters that I get from where they are okay with tiptoeing with their cousins, and it's majority cousins because I've never got a sibling, but it's majority cousins. I don't know what that cousin thing is. That cousin thing is something
Yeah,
deep.
you know what? I feel you because I got cousins too, and sometimes I be wanting to cuss them out, and then you know it's funny. I had a cousin situation. I told my mom about it, and my mama managed to one up me because she had an older cousin who always talked negative. And I'm like, Mama,
See,
why the fuck you ain't snap on this cousin? Just like,
see,
hey, and also to this cousin, listen to me. I know this cousin listening. You better shut the fuck up about my podcast because guess what? Hey, I'm
it's
doing more than
fire.
you. Mm-hmm.
More than
I'm
you,
doing.
and we here, and I'm here, and we having liquor
Uh
talk. What you doing? What
huh.
you doing,
Hello.
cousin?
Because you know
Mm-hmm.
what, and I hate that about cousins. Cousins always want to be the biggest haters
Cousins.
for no reason,
Mm-hmm.
instead of trying to be an asset to the
Mm-hmm.
situation, to the purpose, to the vision. You want to sit there and hate on it. Nah,
I
I
will.
need you. Go
I'm
ahead.
an ex cousin you. I will ex cousin you, and my entire family know it. They know. They will be like, "Y'all know Kenya will cut you off." I'm a cutter offer, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm so family oriented. I don't like the whole "I love hard" thing. That's a whole other thing. I'm not saying that, but I'm very family oriented, and I'm very out there for my family. So when you do something, you're not family no more. I have changed my cousin's last name. They're my ex cousins. I have changed their last name. They know we no longer share a last name. Not in my eyes. Nope, absolutely not. Mm-mm.
Damn.
Look, I have wanted to take fade with one of my cousins. This was years ago, y'all, because I've elevated. But we used to live on the same block, but like down the street. Oh, I walked down that street. Okay, and they did not. I hopped the gate because they didn't want to open the gate for me. They never opened the door. But what I'm saying is oh, because that cousin thing, it's just that cousin thing is deep because it's the jealousy, it's the thinking of the favorites. Like it's so many things out there. You know, when your personality is bigger than theirs, or when the other family members love you more. Like cousins, stop doing that. We are supposed to be each other's first friends. Okay. And I'm not saying all my cousins because I have a lot of them, and there's just three in particular. They know who they are because they're ex-cousins now. Just three in particular. But the rest of them, like one of them is my cousin because me and him are only 30 days apart, and he was my very first friend, and he's my daughter's godfather. But like we're supposed to be friends, y'all. That's all. Let's be first
We really
friends.
are. We really
Jeez.
got to be friends and stuff, but it's just sometimes they do stupid shit and they make you not want to deal with them. Because I had another cousin that was airing out my dirty laundry. Like, ma'am, that wasn't for
Mm,
you. If I post something on social media, that ain't for you to be telling everybody in the family what the fuck I be
mm-hmm,
posting. Nah, hell
mm-hmm,
no.
mm-mm. So this is what I want to challenge our cousins. All the cousins that have secret grudges, that done messed up, that is not so secret, that y'all just really out there. Excuse me. I want y'all to really ask yourself what y'all problem is with that cousin and address it. Not on Thanksgiving, though. Okay, not on Thanksgiving. We here now. We ain't gonna do that
Uh
today.
huh.
But I would like for you to really sit down and think about it. Because why I want you to think about it yourself first is because you need to. If you say it to yourself and you tell yourself you tripping, then you need to get over yourself, right?
Hell
But then if
yeah.
you really have an issue, I need you to call that cousin and be like, because it could. And hold on, let me back up. And it's a small percentage. It could be something that the cousin didn't even know back in the day. It could be like, yo, remember when you tore my Barbie head off and threw it away? That was my doll. Yeah. But if it's TT though, TT getting them hands, remember, because TT done kissed my boyfriend and TT done. But you see what I'm saying? So sometimes
Yeah.
when you think about it and like, you know what, I ain't even tripping off that doll, but that's what I want to challenge all the cousins.
You know what? I feel that challenge, and also it's like it's not. I'm not mad about it no more. But if I see that cousin, I'm like, hmm. I know how to be. I've elevated too. I know how to be cordial. To be like not go out. I'm gonna speak, but I'm not about to go out my way to speak. I'm not about to
Mm-mm.
go out my way to be
Yeah.
questioning you. And if you question me, I'll give you ass the basic answers because hey,
Mm.
one line answers. You know how those one line answers are
Mhm,
because
mhm.
you can ask them about a question, they give you one line. That should be your cue. Get the fuck out my face. Get the fuck out
Yes,
their
get them out.
face.
I call them the ops. I call
Because
those cousins the ops. Them the ops.
yeah, some cousins are secretly the ops.
Yeah, they
Not
the
even gonna
ops.
lie.
Right. That's good. So tell me though, since we're here, really quickly, who is your favorite family member?
Lately my favorite family member actually. I have to say my mama, because mama then came out of nowhere and became the favorite family, because one, mom be supporting the podcast. She
Come
be
on,
all
mama.
checking in with the
Mama.
episodes as well. So I have to
Mama.
give it to my mama, because she'll be checking in with the episodes, and even though
Mhm.
she's still tuning in, so, and always showing love and always being appreciative. So,
Mhm.
and because I've seen the elevation in my mom, because when I first started
Oh,
Liquor Talk, my
good.
mom was always like, "You cuss so much, you doing so much cussing," but
Mhm.
now she started to promote the episodes, and
Mhm.
also even though I kind of looked at her sideways, because the very first episode she promoted, there was a married couple on that episode, and I'm like, "Oh, what you trying to say, mom? What you trying to say?" Of all the episodes I did, I got a
Mhm.
married couple that's I think they're from San Francisco.
It was
Shout out to
wholesome.
yes, shout out to Married and Crazy, and I'm like, "What you
Hey.
trying to say, mom? You
Mhm.
promoting this conversation on your page, and you hadn't promoted any other conversation." I'm like, "What you trying to say, mom?"
She said more of these. She said more of these, son.
But can we talk about Black Friday though? Because I'm
Yes.
happy. Listen, I'm happy that for your workers, your retail workers, they don't have to go in that early no more. Because Black Friday used to be back in the day. I know when I worked at Walmart, they were trying to take our Thanksgiving from us.
Yes.
Going up to the
I
store.
remember that. It was like 6 p.m. Thanksgiving
Uh huh.
evening to be there to work all through the 24 hours.
Hell yeah. And then you got people fighting over shit, man. That's why
Mhm.
this generation got it so good. They can just online, they can order shit from Amazon or whatever online store they want to.
Mhm.
They ain't got to be fighting in line over shit. And
I don't
also,
know.
and
That was a time though. Like
it
that was a
was,
time. Like there's so many things that I just tell. Like, oh my god, y'all don't even know. Like that. And yeah, you just had to be there. Now, yeah, they're lucky, but I also think that it's just because it's a different type of people. Like, there's no way this generation could be at our Black Friday 10 years ago. Like they
mm-mm.
wouldn't know how to act. So I think that it like faded with the personalities in the generation because yeah, it used to be the fighting. And I mean we had the instances, but I think now with this generation, oh, it'll be triple homicide, triple fight, riots. Oh, they don't know how to act these days. Like over something small. Like I heard I was talking to my neighbors and she's saying that some exclusive Hello Kitty something came out. And she was like really tug of war with some girl on the last one. I was like, Hello Kitty?
Damn,
But
Hello
yeah,
Kitty.
it's not the same like it used to be. It's not. I do miss those deals though, because even online, you still don't get those deals. I'm talking, we got, woo.
Hey, them deals be good though, but sometimes they don't be worth it. And then also
Mm,
having to work it, people being nitpicky. Oh, I don't
mm.
want that box. Give me that one, motherfucker. It's the same fucking item.
It's
Goodness,
just-
I don't. As a retail worker, I don't miss it. I don't miss that shit, and I'm pretty sure other retail workers
Mm-mm.
who are listening to this probably sympathize. But
Mhm.
shout out to the delivery drivers though, because they're gonna be
Yes.
delivering hella shit. Shout out to
Yeah.
Amazon, to all the other
Mhm.
couriers out there. I know y'all gonna be driving the miles. It's gonna be
Mhm.
crazy, but hey,
Yeah.
we
So
appreciate it.
speaking of my brother, my cousin, he been at UPS for over 20 years, and that's why it's always tricky with him for holidays because he always has to work for, and especially leading up to that time. Though now, leading up to that time, like his schedule is tough. He can't take off any days because he's a UPS driver. So shout out to y'all. We appreciate y'all. We
Yes,
do.
we do.
But
We
I'm
really
not
do.
talking about those trash Amazon people that throw my stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I went left. I
Come
went
on,
left.
come on, come on, come on with it. Come on with it. Y'all ready to come on.
Because some of the Amazon drivers, they don't even take the time to either walk it up, see if the gate is locked or nothing. They toss it. They just throw it around there and they zoom off. Like, don't do that. That's not nice, y'all. That is not nice. Take the
Yeah,
time.
listen, also, but I know why some of the Amazon drivers do, because I've seen videos where they might open the gate and there's a big ass dog coming out of nowhere. So
Okay, yeah, I
motherfuckers, hey,
know.
hey,
You
y'all,
know.
hey, listen, if there ain't no dog there, then you're totally wrong
Yeah,
money. Then just go
right.
ahead and take it up to the
Hmm.
door. But if there's a big ass dog right there trying to send the wait, that shit getting tossed. Hey, motherfuckers, put your damn animals
Right.
up.
Exactly. Put your animals up. And you know, if you are ordering something, put your animals up. You
Yes,
see the
please.
window that is coming. You tracking it. You know us. We be
Uh
tracking like
huh.
they say to stuff. So you know if it's about to come, put your animal up.
Yes, go ahead and put your animal up, and also be nice. Give them something to
Yeah.
drink out there, because
Yes.
I'm like I said, I'm in Florida. It gets hot. Hey, people don't
Yes.
understand. Florida gets hot year round, so hey,
Mm-hmm.
give them a
Mm-hmm.
drink or something. Hey, look out
Yes,
for them.
always, always offer them water. I even offer my, I give them choices. I'm like, hey, you want Coke? You want like what you want? Like, because hey, sometimes they don't always want the water. They want a little sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, they need something else. Yeah, I definitely feel that.
Yeah.
And also, lastly, I gotta say, shout out to all the Sagittariuses out there, because it is Sag season,
It
and
is
also
sad season.
yours truly is taking birthday gifts all Sag season. So the
When's
next
your
episode of
birthday?
the 5th of December,
Oh
which the
my
next
gosh. So I'm sorry not to cut you off, but I'm so excited. So my brother that I always talk about, he is November 30th. My daughter's December 4th, and my best friend of like from the womb to the tomb is December 5th. Look at that! I'm
wow,
surrounded by
yes.
Sagittariuses.
Yes, Sag season. So we taking gifts all Sag
I
season.
got
So
you. I got you.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So the next episode, Look at Up, will be my gift to y'all, the birthday
Mhm.
episode. But Kenya, before we get out of here, tell the people why they need to tap in and tune in to your podcast.
Oh my goodness, because you want to hear stuff that nobody's out there talking about, but everybody's going through. So that's why, and you want to hear from a male's perspective. Even if you're a male, agree, disagree, type in the comment, let me know whether you agree or disagree. But even if you are my ladies out there, I want you to have an impact and I want you to get that understanding. So that's why you should, because, you know, trust me, it's some stuff out there that y'all going through and that y'all want to know, and stuff y'all didn't even think about.
Mm.
We talk about monogamy, we talk about platonic friendships, everything, y'all.
Listen, well, Kenya, I want to thank you for blessing the Liquor Talk
Thank
with your presence
you.
on for this Thanksgiving episode. Also,
Mhm.
whenever you need me to come on, it could be virtual or in person. I will get on a flight and come to
Come
California.
on
You
now,
just let me know.
bring it
Or
on.
if we
Yeah,
want to start out virtually, you let me know, because I might be in Florida, but
absolutely.
I am just a DM away.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what? We are definitely going to do it. I'm telling you right here, right now, however many episodes you want, because you got stuff to say and you don't hold back. And that's what I wanted to Keepsake Corner. It's all about the safe space. My best friend always say, you know what? It's a sad thing because her birthday the same day as yours. She always be like, I think people give PC answers. They need to say what the fuck they want. And she got a potty mouth too. It's
Hello.
that sad. It's that December 5th sad. I love it here, y'all. I'm a Capricorn, by the way. I love it here.
And so is my little sister. My little sister that's in Texas, who's trying to get me to come out there for a visit. But hey, I don't know, sis. Sooner or later.
I love Houston. Oh my God, I love Houston. I do. That food is
Yeah.
delicious, y'all.
But my sis knows another reason I ain't gonna come. But I'll tell y'all later. But
Oh, okay. Yeah, let us know. Let me know.
but like I said, Kenya, I want to thank you for coming on, and thank you to listeners for tuning into this edition of Liquor Talk on the MBG Podcast Network, also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. If you tell us what you thought about the episode, follow us on Instagram, Liquor Talk Podcast. And until the next episode, y'all keep pouring up the liquor, and we out this thing.